Because I'm engaged with my audience. In case anyone wants to know the dynamic for our podcast, this is it. I listen to what our guests say while he wanders off and bounces off of walls and stands in a corner and fiddles with his phone.
Yeah.
This is what I live with.
But I'm the funnier one. Works. Go ahead with your question, sir.
He already did.
Well, sometimes I like to hear it twice just so I give him a correct answer.
Oh my lord. All right.
Do you know the question?
Yes. Funny things in wrestling. What's the funniest thing you've seen in wrestling?
I want to hear you say it.
What's the funniest thing you've seen in wrestling?
I don't believe you mean it this time.
What is the funniest thing you've seen in wrestling? By the way, for me, it's tonight.
The funniest thing I've seen in wrestling. Like in a match that made me like legit laugh? The funniest thing I've ever seen is Tommy Dreamer with the shirt off, but...
Melting climax.
Could be a match, be backstage, slot, whatever.
I don't know. I mean, I remember when we were working Wrestling Too Cool, and they were really funny. They were really fun to be in there with. They were just really in tune to their characters, and they didn't take themselves too seriously. Neither did we. So I remember legit laughing a lot when we wrestled those guys. And I would look over some nights at Scotty,
And he just have a stunned look on his face. It was great.
well, and he'd start bouncing on the ropes while he was on the apron. So he'd stand on the bottom rope and just start bouncing like crazy with this maniacal look on his face. And I remember stopping and looking, and then he fell. And I had no idea he was going to do it, and I lost it. Just absolutely floored me. And Owen was amazing for stuff like that. I mean, those were.
Owen Hart once whipped me on, like he backed me into the ropes, and he went, I said, what? He's like, what did you say? And then as he's throwing me, he said, watch the Cobra Clutch. And I was like, how do you?
And for those that don't know, that's pretty much impossible.
And then I was like, what? He goes, just do it. And he throws me off the ropes. I'm like, you can't do a camel clutch coming off the ropes. But he did. Somehow. Some way. That was fun.
Yeah. And we had a lot of fun with Kurt too.
Yeah.
You know, with the backstage stuff and things like that. Just from the stuff that we've done. I think those would be the ones that I think of. But I'm sure there's far funnier stuff that didn't involve us, but I just can't remember it right now.
You need the cube.
You do need the cube.